This started out as a joke for me. I stole a quarter from my mother. That's how it starts. Like, my mother had a bar. She used to have change. And when you're a kid, you take like a quarter and you're like, it's okay. You know, it's just a fucking quarter. But that's how this shit starts. And I would never steal from my mother. I love my mother. But you don't even know you're doing it. You're compromising your fucking character. And then I moved to New Jersey, where larceny, it's in the fucking air. Everybody's a larcenist. Because the first thing you do in Jersey is buy stolen stuff. Everybody, what do you need, a toast? I'll be here tomorrow about 4 o'clock. Have the cash, motherfucker. You know, and people show up, like, I got you that refrigerator. It's $852 new, give me $400 and we'll fucking rock the house. Brand new in a box with, so even though you're buying this shit and you're not stealing it, you're still compromising your character. You know, and then you get to, I was like in the 8th grade, and you know, you fuck around, you steal papers. Then we robbed a van full of comic books one day. We didn't drive it. We fucking drove it a little bit, and we couldn't drive because we were too stupid and scared. So it had comic books and t-shirts, and that's how it starts. It's a fucking joke. But where I grew up in Jersey, these motherfuckers were little hustlers. I didn't call it stealing, it was hustling. These guys would walk miles into the Meadowlands, where the Meadowlands is now, and steal these fucking things called punks, and you lit them, and the mosquitoes would go away. And then when that got bored, there was a train that used to run through the area Lackawanna. And then we used to fucking say, let's rob it, because it used to stop, and then have to change fucking things. So we'd go break seals, and there was always shit we couldn't carry, like an oven or... But then one day we busted into them. There were little motorcycles that were unbuilt, little Honda mini trails. They were 3-speed with no fucking clutch. Tremendous. Tremendous if you're retarded, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't get this clutch thing, there ain't no clutch, bitch. 3 down, 1 back, you're in. You don't even need a helmet. And we would take them and throw them off, then you had to get one of your brother's older friends to drive back down there and put them in the car and take them. But these little things, I didn't think nothing of it, like it was just hustling, you know what I'm saying? Then I remember I had these friends, Lamenka and these little Puerto Rican dudes, and they were stone cold house thieves in the 7th grade. Like these motherfuckers were breaking into, you know how you do your homework at 3? Not these motherfuckers. They went terrorizing, and one day they came home like, oh, you have a great house on your block, let's burglarize it. I'm like, you know what? I always wanted to be kind of a burglar because that's beside wanting to shoot people. I wanted to be a burglar too. Because when I was a kid, one of my babysitters in Manhattan was this chick. She was a Cuban Chinese chick. Her name was Larceny. I forget what her real name was, but that's what we called her, Larceny. And her husband's name was Monguito, and he was a Cuban dude, but he was a burglar. And how I knew was because he used to teach me how to file the fucking, he would get those things to measure your spark plug with. And he'd file them down, and he could pick fucking locks. And he used to teach me. Here I am 5 and shit. He would teach me, and if I did good, he would give me vanilla wafers and orange soda. And we would eat and watch like fucking... That's better than a star on your forehead, you know what I'm saying? And years later, I remember asking my mom, what happened to him? He's like, that guy got caught robbing Mayor Koch's house. That's how much of a fucking burglar this guy was. He was the real fucking deal. So, and then there was a show called It Takes a Thief when I was a kid, way before none of you motherfuckers came around with Robert Conrad, when he was a pimp. I think it was Robert Conrad. And this guy used to rob some shit, so I always wanted to be like a high-level thief. Then I seen The Thief with James Caan, and it was all over. And Willie Nelson, it was all fucking over after that. I was robbing motherfuckers, that's it. So he comes over one day, the Lamenka guy, he goes, let's rob that house. People were moving into the house, and he wanted to rob it as they were moving in. So I'm the lookout, and they come back and we got you a stereo. Those old stereos with the cassette and the 8-track, and you had the fucking album with the speakers, and if you went like this, only one speaker played and shit. A lot of love sounded fucked up. That type of shit. Don't embarrass me, guys. I'm up here playing Speaker Joe all over the fucking sudden. So I remember they gave me this stereo. I brought it home into my bedroom. I got a stereo. The kid moved in. I liked the fucking kid. He was a little Puerto Rican kid. And I liked him. He was great at basketball. He would come over for Kool-Aid. And he'd go, let's go up to your room and listen to music. We can't. How come my mom don't want no boys in the fucking room? That's why. Because I had stolen his fucking stereo. I couldn't have him up in the fucking room now. He would have said, that's my stereo. So for 2 years, I hung out with this kid. I wouldn't allow him in my fucking bedroom.